Coming up on Coastline News, Trump's impeachment trial has finally come to a close.
In sports, I'll have Super Bowl 54 highlights between the 49ers and Chiefs.
And later, I'll give you all the updates on this year's Oscars. Right now, you're watching Coastline News.
Good evening, San Diego. Welcome to Coastline News. I'm Kayla Wong.
And I'm James Myers.
U.S. President Donald Trump was acquitted last week by Senate, ending his impeachment trial. On February 5th, the divided Senate voted the president not guilty of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, which were the two impeachment articles the House of Representatives charged Trump with in December of last year. The Senate's verdict renders Trump the third sitting president in United States history to face impeachment charges. United States Senator Mitt Romney was the sole Republican to convict the president on the first article of impeachment, abuse of power, which ended in a 52-48 not guilty vote. The second article, obstruction of Congress, fell to a 53-47 vote for acquittal. Senator Romney voted against the Democrats for this charge. The final result came more than 4 months after the impeachment inquiry first began in the House of Representatives.
The public memorial for Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna has been set for February 24th at Staples Center in Los Angeles, which holds 20,000 people. It will be packed with those mourning the loss of the NBA icon, who was 41, and his daughter, who was 13. The date, February 24th, 2020, holds much significance itself, as number 24 was Kobe's iconic jersey number, 2 was the number his daughter Gianna wore, and 20 is the number of years the basketball legend played for the Lakers. His wife, Vanessa Bryant, shared the details in an Instagram post, calling the event a celebration of life. According to her post, the service will begin at 10 a.m. local time and says that there are more details to come. The memorial comes nearly a month after Kobe and Gianna, along with 7 others, were killed in a helicopter crash on January 26th. The group was en route to Bryant's Mamba Sports Academy, where Gianna was supposed to play a basketball game.
Another suspected coronavirus case is reported in San Diego. The number of suspected cases linked to a quarantine flight from Wuhan City, China, jumped to 5 last week, Thursday, February 6th. Samples from the 5 patients who are currently hospitalized have been or will be sent out to the CDC labs in Atlanta for testing, but results will not be immediate, says Tom Skinner, a spokesperson for CDC. Though the 5 evacuees have shown some possible symptoms of the coronavirus infection, CDC and local officials stressed last week that it's still very possible the virus is not present. While the CDC has now confirmed a dozen cases in the United States, 94% of the 206 tests performed as of last week have come back as negative. When we come back, Mike Massa will give you all the latest Oscar buzz.
Welcome back to Coastline News. I'm Mike Masso. Last Sunday was the Oscars, and there's a lot to uncover in this year's event. Renee Zellweger wins Best Actress for Judy, Joaquin Phoenix wins Best Actor for Joker, Brad Pitt wins Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Laura Dern wins Best Supporting Actress for Marriage Story, but that just names some of the highlights. We cannot talk about the Oscars without talking about Parasite. The cast and creative team for Parasite took on the stage on Sunday to accept the award for Best Picture, capping off what was a huge night for the film and a significant night for global cinema. But that's not all. The film won Best International Feature. Bong Joon-ho wins Best Director, and he, as well as Jin Hong-woo, won Best Original Screenplay. Parasite is the first non-English film and first South Korean film to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Only 11 non-English language films have ever been nominated in this category. Speaking of surprises, when Lin-Manuel introduced a song melody at the Oscars, it appeared just to have been another compilation of songs that had an effect on cinema. When all of a sudden Eminem came on stage to perform Lose Yourself, which received a mixed reaction. While most audiences seemed to have enjoyed the unexpected performance by bobbing their heads or singing along, some celebrities and people at home seemed confused, like Idina Menzel having a perplexed face during the performance, as well as Martin Scorsese appearing to have fallen asleep during the show. But what do you guys think? Did you guys lose yourself in the music, or are you just confused as other people? That's all for entertainment. This has been Mike Mouse from Coastline News. Stay tuned for after the break.
Welcome back to Coastline News. I'm James Myers.
And I'm Kayla Wong.
It looks like Mookie Betts will finally be flying west for spring training. The three-way trade that was to send Betts and David Price from the Boston Red Sox to the Los Angeles Dodgers is now a two-team swap between Boston and Los Angeles, according to ESPN's Jeff Passan. The new trade removes the Twins and pitcher Brusdar Graterol from the equation because of Boston's concerns about Graterol's medical reports. The Red Sox will instead send Betts, Price, and cash to the Dodgers for outfielder Alex Verdugo, shortstop prospect Jeter Downs, and catcher/infield prospect Connor Wong. The Dodgers and Twins completed a separate deal that sends Kenta Maeda to Minnesota for Graterol, a lower-level prospect in the 67th pick in this year's MLB draft.
It was razor close, perhaps even controversial, but Jon Jones pulled off another record-setting victory this past Saturday night. Jones beat Dominic Reyes by unanimous decision to retain the UFC light heavyweight title at UFC 247. The crowd at Toyota Center rained down boos when the result was read. As the bell was rung at the end of the final round, each man raised his arm thinking he had won. "I do feel disrespected," Reyes said on one of the judges scoring the fight 49-46. "I know I won that fight. I made Jon Jones look like just a man. I brought the fight to him." In 22 career fights, this was the first time that Jones had been outstruck by an opponent. Reyes landed 116 significant strikes to Jones's 104. Reyes's mark is the most by far by a Jones's foe. Jones said that, "Dominic, you have totally earned my respect." Reyes has demanded that he gets a rematch against Jones.
The Kansas City Chiefs battle for the Lombardi Trophy against the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 54 from Miami. Both teams taking care of home field rather easily in the conference championship games. Andy Reid looking for that first Super Bowl victory, and on the other side, Kyle Shanahan looking to do the same. Let's roll the highlights. We picked this one up late in the first quarter on 4th and 1. Kansas City's going to go for it, and it's a direct snap to Damian Williams. And Williams thinking he has a touchdown. He's excited, but actually after review, they only get down to the 1-yard line. But on the ensuing play, Patrick Mahomes is going to do a little read option with Williams. He's going to fake the pitch, and he's going to get in for the end zone. He's going to brush off that number 15 and show why he's the man. Woo! And then next drive, Garoppolo drops back, and he's going to get picked off here after the pressure, and it's intercepted by Bashaud Breeland on the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs stall the 49er drive. After a field goal by Kansas City, Garoppolo is going to do a little play action, and he's going to Kyle Juszczyk for a 15-yard touchdown pass. And folks, we got ourselves a tie game at 10. After the halftime show from J-Lo and Shakira, which was really nice, by the way, we're going to pick this one up later in the third quarter. Mahomes is going to drop back, and he's going to hit Fred Warner. Wait, he plays for the San Francisco 49ers. And they get their first turnover of the game on that drive by the Niners. They get down to the 1-yard line, and Jimmy Garoppolo is going to hand it off to Raheem Mostert. Boom, 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 boom. And he's in for a touchdown. And we got ourselves a 20-10 game, 49ers. Kansas City on the next drive is going to drive it down the field. But however, Patrick Mahomes will be intercepted here after throwing it a little bit behind Tyreek Hill. And it's intercepted by Tre'Davious Moore. And the San Francisco 49ers have all momentum. A lot of people thought it might have been over here, but it's not. On 3rd and 15 with 7 minutes to go in the game, Patrick Mahomes makes the throw of the Chiefs season right here. Wide open to Tyreek Hill, absolute bomb. Hits the cheetah in stride, and they're down to the 20-yard line. On the ensuing drive, Patrick Mahomes is going to hit Travis Kelce on a little rollout from 1 yard out, a little play action right here. Kelce wide open, bang, right there. And now we got ourselves a 20-17, and this is a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. San Francisco punts it, and Kansas City picks it up from the 5-yard line, gets it, and Mahomes is going to hit Damian Williams for a 5-yard touchdown pass, and Kansas City goes up 24-20. San Francisco fans, shut your eyes a little bit on this next play. Garoppolo, 3rd and 10, is going to try and hit Emmanuel Sanders on the throw, but it's overthrown. And instead they turn it over on downs, and Damian Williams is going to seal up Super Bowl 54. Get off me. And he's going to hit Pater, and Kansas City is going to win the Super Bowl. Unbelievable game. They win it final 31-20, and Patrick Mahomes is your Super Bowl 54 MVP. What did you think of the game, Kayla?
I mean, exciting game. Patrick Mahomes.
He's incredible. 24 years old, and this guy is the new face of the NFL. He's overtaken Rodgers and Brady. It's quite a story.
For sure, incredible quarterback. Well, that's all we have for Coastline News.
We'll see you next time.